Good morning, guys. It's currently 7 in the morning. Me and my sister just got up for a few calves quick this morning. I only have one calf of milk. If you can see behind me, I have the one bucket warming up. So we only have one milk calf, and the rest calves are off milk. So we're first going to start off by feeding calves. And then I'm just going to kind of show you what I do in a day. This pen here is all fed. All I gotta do is feed that pen there and the pen up at the dry cow barn. So we started feeding out the new Haley in the Earlich ag bag. This one over here is all done, and we're starting to feed out of this corn silage pile. The one in the big bunk is empty, and we're still feeding out of the second and first bunk with the rilage and haylage. So I'm gonna have to cut back on this here this morning quick. Just gonna do that. I'm gonna pull this, there are 5 pieces underneath here right now. I'm gonna pull that front against the whole pile, then I'm gonna cut that off. So first I'm gonna move my bucket spearage. I'm gonna pull this front. Now, whenever you start a new one, you'll have a little bit of waste, but my cousin will probably grab that with a skid loader bucket later. Village. Come on. Get in here, girls. So this pen right here gets earlage. And then we give heifer smart pellets, which are these right here. They have a bunch of different things to help these girls grow. And then underneath that, we give them corn silage throughout the day. So they have unlimited corn silage, and we also give them some grass hay. How you doing, Starbucks? This year is actually my first 4-H heifer. I bought her when I was 9, I think it was. I showed her. So she's kind of like my best buddy. And ain't that right, Starbucks? Then we got the jersey right there, and then actually a new purchase for the farm we just got. We actually purchased a milking shorthorn this weekend. Anyway, she's right down there at the tree, all red. So that's pretty cool. But now I'm gonna feed the other pen of heifers, and then we're gonna go feed all the calves down the individual pens. I just fed this second pen here. We only have 5 calves in here. Remember, back in my calf feeding video, they were over here to this pen. By the way, this is the new calf we brought down. I brought up. And where's the calf at? I forget where the calf is. That 102 there, right next to the water trough. She was actually in with this group here. But she was just a little bit smaller, and we want to make sure she grows good. So we just left her in here. So now we have 12 calves in this pen, which a little more than we'd like, but it's okay. They usually don't really know how to feed. I like to keep feeding for them all the time. So they go pretty good. And then I went in and forked hay up to them. I need to give them a new hay bale today. But now what I'm going to do my daily walk around with this first pen here. This second pen here don't like to bother me too much. I'm getting the age now. They don't even want to bother me. But I usually check them out while they're eating here. Since it's only 5, but easier to keep an eye on them. But now I'm going to check out this pen, kind of walk around. And this 112 right here, sitting here, she's kind of a buddy in this pen. She usually follows me around while I'm doing it, so I'll show you when I get in there. So while I'm walking around, I just want to make sure everyone's healthy and doing okay. So I'm going to make sure no one's sick. And I felt this helps them keep a little more friendly. And here's the calf I was talking about. She's a little bit smaller than them over there. And here's my 112. I told you she'll walk right up to me every time I come to pen. But yeah, You see she's a little bit smaller than them over there. She was just born a little premature, so we kind of wanted her to grow nice and good. She's starting to grow better now. We kept her over here and figured that worked pretty good. But here's the feed trough. See, they still got plenty of feed. I give them a bag in the morning and a bag at night. Now, the first day I put a bag in the feeder over here, but they didn't really want to eat out of that, so I just started putting bag twice a day here, and then they seem to go a little better. And they still always have feed left, which is what you want to see. Means they ain't hungry and hay all the time, so they can go pretty good. So yeah, I got done feeding calves. All I gotta do is give that single hutch and then the single tier feed, and they're all done. So that's finished the process of feeding the calves when they're off milk. Here's the time lapse of it. I don't know how well it actually turned out. I have to watch that. But yeah, so now we're gonna go. I should be done feeding calves. Now I'm gonna go home. Or no, I probably gonna scrape the dry cow barn. Then we'll go home, get breakfast, and start doing school. As you guys know, when I scrape the dry cow barn, usually I have it set up somewhere. Well, this time I'm gonna try a little bit of different perspective. I'm gonna clamp. I have the clamp piece on. I'm gonna try to clamp it onto the top of the skid loader and see if that's any different. I'll try to give you guys a different view of scraping the dry cow barn. I got done scraping. I'm gonna show you the pile that we have of manure. It's actually starting pretty big, but here once we get the rye off, we'll go haul it in this rye field here. Won't be rye, it'll just be nothing. And this is a big pile of manure. We'll keep on getting it piled up. So we actually cleaned it out twice already this winter. We've been hauling a lot of manure, especially because we had the extra field across the street to haul in. We haul in there a lot, and that pile comes from scraping this scrape alley, and when we scrape out these pens over the winter and we don't have a place to haul, we just put on the pile here and it works pretty nice. But this scrape alley is actually really efficient in my opinion. Just open up the gates to go forward. I really like that. It's nice you can just store right there. Don't have to put any extra hours on it trying to drive down a path or anything like that. Maybe for some people that might work pretty good. I don't know, but anyways, to me this is really efficient. It's better than putting it in a manure pit, I think, in my opinion. And this wouldn't be able to go in a manure pit anyways. It'd be too solid. I'm going to get these closed up and go get school done. I'm done with calves. Now I'm going to get some breakfast and do school. My uncle's actually here with his big self-propelled spraying rig. He does a custom spraying, so I might get some bit of him later. But go in and get breakfast. So I finished my schoolwork. I just ate lunch, so now first thing I want to do this afternoon is I have my 4-H heifer, which is right here, and then I also have my dry cow right here, so I have to feed them too quick this afternoon. My 4-H heifer just gets hay, so it'll be pretty simple, but my dry cow, I gotta give her some corn silage and also give her some hay, so I'm gonna get them fed now. So I'm first gonna grab like a slice of grass hay, and I'll feed this half slice to my dry cow. So right here is grass hay, and then this right here is alfalfa hay. We feed the grass hay to our dry cows. We put about 5 slices in the dry cow mix, and then this alfalfa hay here we feed to our heifers and our milk cows. But right now we're actually in a hay barn, and this is the exact same barn. We have the group pen heifers. There's right over there on the other side of that. If I can hear them moving right now. I'm gonna get them guys fed, and then I'm gonna go up and get corn silage. Wait. My cousin's gonna be mixing a batch of the dry cows today, so I'm just gonna feed them for her. But the hoof trimmer's here right now today, so maybe I'll show you some of that. So right now I'm walking my 4-H heifer. Right now we're trimming the last cow, but her back feet, my 4-H heifer's back feet are kind of long, so I figured I would get her trimmed this time. So we're gonna get her trimmed, and I don't know what we're gonna be doing after that. this whole side here is fed. I just have these two ladies here to feed. But I'm pushing feed to them when I get done. So remember early in the video I showed you that my first 4-H heifer, right here is her mom. Her mom's name is Sugar Plum. I gave her a little bit of feed a little bit ago. But I just gotta bring one more load to feed these two and they'll be done feeding cows. Just ran out feed to these ladies. My cousin ran out feed to these ladies, so they are fed for the afternoon. But like I said, I just gotta bring one more load and then I'm done feeding in the barn. Came check on the pre-fresh cows. Seem to be doing pretty good. No one's calving as right now, so that's good. I mean, I guess it's a good thing. I guess no one's calving. Don't really know, but came check on them and they're all doing good. So now I'm gonna park the gator and I'm gonna help my cousin finish bedding up the stalls and the tie stall barn. How you doing, Cupcake? Cherry, how you doing, big girl? Over here's fed, and they're having bedding right now. Me and my uncle just threw a bale of bedding here in the dry cow barn and gave it to the heifers. So they all have bedding now, so they're good for a little while. The pre-fresh pen's all good. But now I'm gonna go start getting the milk warmed up and for the calves to get fed. So this tire here we're gonna be taking out to our equipment shop. No, not ours, but the place to take it to. So when we got done feeding this afternoon, we have a flat tire in the skid loader. This tire, the other tire, we're bringing it down, so we're gonna wash them up and take them out to the place and replace these two tires. This one here is just getting low in the tread. Definitely time to get a new one. So we're gonna go ahead and get 2 new tires in the shop, and then by the time we get back, I have to feed calves and I'll have to go to youth group. So I came up to feed this first bin here, their second bag of the day. So I'm gonna do what I did this morning. I'm gonna put it on clip it on the fence right here. But I have the GoPro a little bit tighter on the piece now. Hopefully it actually stays on. It doesn't fall over like last time. Yeah, did not touch the camera. This pen here, they have a full feeder now. Feeder's all full. So now I'm gonna go feed my dry cow some more silage so she's full for the night. And then I have to, it'll be about 6:30, so it's time to go to the youth group. So I got back from youth group and all I have to do tonight is milk some cows. So thank you guys for watching this video and I'll see you in the next one.